Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the second application of Ampere's circuital law, that is magnetic field due to a wire carrying steady current. So we'll find the magnetic field at a point inside, on the surface and outside it, right? So for that we'll have to consider a straight wire carrying current. We'll consider different diagrams for magnetic field at different points. So if I'm considering this diagram for first case, that is inside the wire. Second diagram I am considering for the surface, magnetic field at the surface of the wire, and third diagram I am considering for magnetic field outside the wire. So first, second and third, the wire is same. I hope the radius drawn by me for all the wires is same. So first we'll find the magnetic field at a point inside the wire, and here at the surface, and here outside the wire. Let's consider that the radius of the wire is A, right? And I'll draw another diagram where I'll be drawing the cross section of the wire. So for the inside point, so this cross section I'm drawing for the first case, this cross section I'm drawing for the second case, and this cross section I'm drawing for the third case. In first case I've already drawn the Amperian loop which I'll consider. Wherever we have to find out the magnetic field, we have to consider an Amperian loop. Here I have to find the magnetic field at the surface, so I'll draw the Amperian loop at the surface of the wire. So this is the cross section, and if I want to find it outside, I'll consider the Amperian loop outside the wire, right? So A radius I have shown. So this is the cross section. This is the radius for all the diagrams as the wire is same. Radius of the Amperian loop I am considering small r in every case. So here the radius will be same as that of the radius of the wire for the surface, and here the radius of the Amperian loop is again considered small r. So I am drawing the Amperian loop here inside the wire with the radius small r. Here I am drawing the Amperian loop on the surface of the wire with radius same as radius of the wire. And here I am taking the Amperian loop outside the wire with radius small r, right? Since we are using the Ampere circuital law, what is the basic formula for the Ampere circuital law? We know that B dot dl line integral is equal to mu naught times the current enclosed. So we are considering Consider Amperian loop for B inside surface and outside point, right? We know that from the complete wire, how much current is passing through the complete wire? The total current I passes through the complete wire. So for this complete current, this passes through the complete wire. So I can use unitary method here, that from pi a square area of cross section I passes, right? So from pi r square, how much will pass? Yeah, we can use the unitary method in steps. So from unit area, I upon pi a square will pass. So from pi r square area, how much will pass? I upon pi a square into pi r square, right? And we consider that this current is I dash, which passes through pi r square in first case. So we are doing this for the first case. Now what is your Ampere circuital law? Let's use this formula. This is our first equation. So therefore for here from 1 we can write B dl cos of 0 degree. Why so? Because in this case we know that we have a current carrying wire, the magnetic field is given by the fingers curling around this wire. So the magnetic field wire, magnetic field lines, if we look at the top, this cross section, this will be here tangential at every point. So this will be the magnetic field direction, and dl is the current, dl is the element of the Amperian loop. So dl is also this way. So here theta is 0 degree, right? So B dl cos 0 is equal to mu naught times the current enclosed by the Amperian loop, right? So we are simply now putting the value. This will give me B outside the integral sign. Now integration of dl cos 0 is 1 mu naught into, let's mark this as equation 2. So this I am writing from 2. I am putting the value of this I dash. This is I into pi r square upon pi a square, right? We can cancel pi, right? And what is this integration of dl? If I integrate all the dl's of this Amperian loop, what will be it? It will be a circumference of the Amperian loop. So I can write this as B into 2 pi r is equal to mu naught I r square upon a square. So what can be cancelled here? This r can be cancelled. So therefore B is equal to mu naught upon 2 pi I r upon a square. So this is our very first formula for the magnetic field inside the wire carrying steady current. So this is our first formula. So this I'm marking equation 3. So from here B is proportional to, B inside is proportional to the distance, right? Now we are writing for the second part, that is at the surface. Now this is easy. Integral B dl cos of 0 in this case also is equal to mu naught times the total current passing through this wire, because the Amperian loop is at the surface. Now here also we will check the direction of magnetic field at any point on the Amperian loop. This will be the direction of magnetic field, and the same will be the direction of the dl element of the Amperian loop. So therefore theta is 0 degree in this case as well. That's why I have written this. Now from here again as before, B integral dl is equal to mu naught I, and B integral dl means again the circumference of this Amperian loop. So this I can write 2 pi r is equal to mu naught I. So from here I'm finding this at surface, so I'm writing the suffix s. So therefore magnetic field at the surface of the wire mu naught I upon 2 pi r. So this is the next important formula. From here what can we write as result? That at the surface this magnetic field is inversely proportional to r. Similarly, for the third case, when we have to find the magnetic field outside the wire. So here again I am writing B outside dl cos of 0 degree. Why so? Because on this Amperian loop also the magnetic field at any point will be tangential, and the Amperian loop element will also be tangential. So theta is 0 in this case as well. So this is equal to mu naught, and the total current enclosed is the same current which is passing through the wire. So what will I get? Again as before, BO integration of dl is equal to mu naught I. So B outside into dl integral is what? The circumference of this Amperian loop, right? So from here again I can write 2 pi r is equal to mu naught I. So B outside is mu naught I upon 2 pi r. This is our third important formula for a magnetic field outside the wire. This can also be written as A, because this is at the surface. So this can also be written as mu naught I upon 2 pi A. This is fixed at the surface. So here this is inversely proportional to surface radius also you can write. So now we have to draw a diagram for the variation of the magnetic field with distance from the center. So if we look the inside points, at inside point it is directly proportional to r. So this will be the graph. At surface, this is the point where r is equal to a at the surface, and after the surface the proportionality is inversely proportional to r. So here this is B is inversely proportional to r. Here this B inside is proportional to r. outside is inversely proportional to r, and this is at the surface. And you can mention it also that here r is less than the radius and here r is greater than the radius, right? So this topic is given in the form of an NCERT question, not as direct topic. I hope you have understood these concepts. So I hope there is no problem in differentiating the different parts of the board, because I tried to cover it on the same slide. This was the inside part, which is more technical. Outside part and surface part is very, very similar. So I hope there is no problem in understanding. The cross section is also clear and the wire's normal view is also clear. So that's all for now about the second application of ACL. Thank you and have a nice day.